Hello, a day with Caleb, and we are back this time with some G.I. Joe and more Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, so Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. So adding more to that collection. And some G.I. Joe from Josh, because he got the series collection at Walmart. They had the complete collection. And actually, two of these are from Walmart that I picked up. And then Super, I bought at Walmart. So it's pretty much all Walmart related. Even though these are from Josh's collection because he upgraded. We worked out a deal. So let's dive right in with G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, Season 1.1. So they did, if you think of like modern times, I guess these would be considered Season 1, Volume 1, but they put Season 1.1, which does make sense. Why do Season 1, Volume 1 when you can do Season 1.1? It's nice and clean. But each one of these has two of these slip things with one to two discs per sleeve. Then they all have their insert, kind of like an episode guide thing. So that's cool. And this was released by Shout Factory, licensed by Hasbro. So that's the first volume of G.I. Joe. Snake Eyes. Oh, and he's prominent in this volume, 1.2. And we used to have the little miniature figures like Snake Eyes and a couple of the others. We never had the big, 10, 12-inch ones, but we had the kind of the more kid-friendly, like playable one, G.I. Joes. But this is cool. This is the second volume, and unfortunately, I had to use one of my cases because the little slip inserts, like these, were both broken. So the discs were loose, so I had to readjust that one. But they all have their slips. See, these have the clear, my cases. Thank you, Kev. This is Season 1.3, and this is where you get into more unfamiliar phase. I don't remember most of these characters. I'm assuming these are twins, and being a twin, I would be familiar with these two G.I. Joe people here, but I am not familiar. So can't wait to watch them. Then we have Season 2.0 with the plastic cases there. And this one I at least recognize a couple of the people here on the front. Then we end G.I. Joe with the movie, special edition movie, with special features. We did watch the movie quite a bit back in the day. So I guess some of the G.I. Joe people from the show didn't transfer over to the movie, because I would have recognized a lot of those if they had been in the movie. And I love that all the cases kind of match up too. See, they all They all look like they belong in the same place. Sometimes the show would be different case artwork than the movie, but they did a good job with keeping it consistent, and I like that. And it even says on the spine 1.1, 1.2, 3, 2, and the movie. So that is very cool. The only thing my OCD is this G.I. Joe needs to be level with these. That's my only criticism of that. That one little thing they could have done, cleaned it up, made it even. But that's minor critique from that. Then we'll just jump right into this one. Back, I guess a couple months ago now, we went to Walmart, obviously, and what did we get? No, yeah, Walmart, and I got these movie collections. But while I was there, I noticed Dragon Ball Super, the complete seasons, or the complete series, seasons 1 through 10, parts 1 through 10, episodes 1 to 131. So 131 episodes of Dragon Ball Super. And I love that the artwork is on the back. I guess that was for each individual season if you got them individually. So that's pretty neat. Then a little description down below. And not the biggest fan of these like floating things, but you know, I can live with it. It's not like, is it Brady Bunch? Some packaging has it where you have to like pull, like spread these little plastic clips away and like with your other finger lift the disc up before they like spring back. It's such a weird thing. Or they do where the discs are like not laying, there's like a thin piece between it with little clasp, but sometimes when in transit those little clips like break off and then the disc doesn't hold on to that little clasp. So at least this one you could say will hold on to the disc, but sometimes these little insert cases like can break off and fly, but we won't think about that. I love the fact that I have this now. So I have the original Dragon Ball seasons. I have the whole series of Dragon Ball Z. That's what it was. I got the movie collections and I got Dragon Ball GT. So I have the complete series of that. And then I have Dragon Ball Super. So now I'm all up to date on my Dragon Ball. And my friend David, who's a big anime guy, he said that GT is like somewhere between Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, but kind of at the same time as well. There's not like a full-on definitive timeline, at least from what I've seen and heard. If you know, comment down below, but glad to have that in the collection. Then we showed this off. We got the first 2 volumes of Dragon Ball movie collection. Yeah, so this would be collection 3. Got the first 2 couple months ago. This includes Brawly's Second Coming, Bio Brawly, Fusion Reborn, and Wrath of the Dragon. So 4 Dragon Ball films. And I think this is everything, right? They didn't do a 4th collection of Dragon Ball films, did they? I think that's everything. Yeah, is the final step in your quest to obtain every Dragon Ball Z movie ever made. Okay, so I think we got all the Dragon Ball Z films now. I think there's one Dragon Ball Super film that I still need, or maybe a couple. I need Dragon Ball Z Super Brawly. It's something with Brawly, and there's quite a few Brawly films in here as well. But I was excited. This dropped, I think I got it a couple weeks ago when it released, but Dragon Ball Superhero. And I love that, like, shiny, not lenticular, but it's almost like a 3D effect where the image, it's kind of layered imagery where it looks almost 3D, and it's shiny too, which I like. We saw this film in theaters with our friend David and of course Mark, our wolf pack for life. But this was great. It kind of re-energized my fandom for Dragon Ball and for anime. So that was great. Such a great film. If you haven't seen Dragon Ball Superhero, go now and buy it and watch it immediately, because it is a great film. I would probably say my favorite Dragon Ball film. Such a great story, such great characters, and they're to a point now where you know what each character is going to bring, and they can draw comedy, draw drama, draw conflict from that. So that's great. And the villains in this one were great too, even though there's a little twist at the end. But love that artwork and love this movie. That's great. So maybe we're almost done with collecting all the Dragon Balls. It's like Pokemon, collect them all kind of thing. But that was great. Hope you enjoyed the pickups. Are you a big Dragon Ball fan? Did you watch G.I. Joe back in the day? Comment down below. And do you have any Dragon Ball in your collection? I have comic books too. I have a comic book collection playlist. I don't know where the Dragon Ball Z would be in that playlist. Probably like part 8 or part 7. Watch all of them and you'll find it. Comment down below if if you will go back and watch those, where I show off my entire collection. Probably could update that, but since I've done those, I've showed off every comic book that I have purchased since then. So I could do another part where I show off everything I've gotten, but I've showed that off in other pickups videos. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I know you did. Comment down below if you enjoy collecting comic books as well, because that's where I first stumbled upon Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball. We did watch it back in the day too, the Dragon Ball show, before it became Z. Share, yeah. We're done, I think. So keep collecting, everyone, and we'll see you next video. Bye.